Hello, this is Brian again. Now, I believe this is the access to the Peak 800 or something like that. That's across the street from Bauer Benchmark's hill. So that right there, I think, is like Peak 800 or something like that. I think it's close to the same elevation as Bauer Benchmark, which is 806. So I'm wondering. Yeah, that's got to be it, because I can see a trail. I even saw a mountain biker up there right before I started rolling up this cliff. So this is going to be my last clip of the day. I'm not going to go for that. I think I put in enough work today. I'm not going to be back at work at 4 in the morning, so I think this will probably do it for me today. I got out and did a little something. Got a local run in. It's finally not too hot to do it. I can't believe I've been saying that. February, March. That it's too hot to go hiking. I mean, only here in Southern California. Walking along the most uneventful part of the day. Just walking along the side of the road. Pretty sage scrub over here. But yeah, that's the hill. Oops, sorry. That's the hill up there. And I don't think I'm going to go for it today. We got this nice basaltic outcropping over here. And marine sedimentary soil. It's just, I like how it crops out the colors of it. These coastal sage scrub plants thrive on it. It's a pretty neighborhood, actually. Cost a grip to live over here, though, I can tell. These are probably multi-million-dollar homes. They're probably all $1-million homes plus, like multi-millionaire homes. Yeah. So I'm just walking my way back to Patria Ct. Shouldn't have a ridiculous amount of time left, but I just wanted to get in one more clip. It's relatively uneventful. We're walking on a city street, but then again, it's not completely uneventful because you get to see some sage scrub along the way. Even lavender bushes that are spreading. They do have them planted along here, especially up the hill a ways. They have a bunch of lavender bushes, but apparently they're escaping and occasionally establishing here in the more wild part here. Here's of course, laurel sumac. California bush sunflower, or California salvia. Of course, California sagebrush. Smelling as wonderful as ever. So yeah, I'm just about back. I can see Patria Ct towards the base of the dip here. Yeah, on the way back, when you come up from the exit over by, what is it, Stillwater or something? I think it was Stillwater. You gotta climb up this pretty steady hill, and then you crest over by a stop sign, and I forgot that this part was actually downhill right here. So I'm enjoying this last little bit of serenity. But yeah, so wildflower watchers, California native plant enthusiasts, and just hikers in general who like good views. This place really has a lot to offer. I'm just about back at the car. Still enjoying some whiffs of California sagebrush. beautiful, one of my favorite plants, California sagebrush, Artemisia californica. Grew up with the smell of this plant on hikes. Never gets old. I've even grown the plant before. The California sagebrush has always been one of my favorites. It's basically reminds me of simpler times growing up and simpler times now. Of course, Annexed californica with its beautiful flower heads. And here's a little extra. Here, this is California Annexed's one of close relatives, Annexed farinosa. They have established over here. So this is Annexed farinosa, the brittle bush, desert brittle bush. This one is native more in the far interior and desert locations, but it does get established out here. In fact, it's spreading quite a bit into the wildlands by hydroseed vegetation projects along freeways and roadsides. So these plants will establish along roadsides, and they will become part of the ecosystem. So they're a California native, but not truly native in this area. Now, with that in mind, I just pointed out Annexed californica and Annexed farinosa. So they're both closely related plants in the same genus. What could that possibly mean? Hybrids. And I've seen evidence of hybridization over in this area. In fact, this one here might actually be a hybrid between Annexed californica and Annexed farinosa. Annexed californica has richer green leaves, whereas Annexed farinosa has dusty grayish green leaves. This appears to be an intermediate trait, not only with respect to the appearance of the leaves, but the appearance of the flowers as well. So there's definitely hybridization over here. And see, this one is intermediate. This one's not quite as grayish green, but it has some grayish green in it. And you can see the flower heads. Again, this is a whole flower composite, or a flower head. It has a mixture of dark and yellow disc florets in the middle. Annexed farinosa, if I remember correctly, has yellow disc florets in the middle. And here we are, California Annexed, or Annexed californica, has a darker central floret area. So it does appear that we do have hybridization between Annexed californica and Annexed farinosa. And also, how I know is that I have collected seeds off of Annexed farinosa in an area where they integrate with Annexed californica, and I ended up with a hybrid bush. It was a hybrid between Annexed californica and Annexed farinosa. I had a hybrid bush Annexed. So again, grayish green Annexed farinosa, richer green Annexed californica, mostly darker spots in the center of the flower head, Annexed californica. More yellowish is more Annexed farinosa. And again, this one's intermediate. Again, intermediate in color, leaf. And another thing, Annexed californica's flower heads don't usually pop up extremely high above the bush. As you can see here. Here's the bush, and there's the extension of the flower head. Annexed farinosa is known to be to send up its flower heads much higher above the main shrub. So this right here would be a hybrid. It's not very high up. This is a hybrid Annexed californica / Annexed farinosa. So hybridization is definitely occurring here at quite a decent rate. Sometimes, you know me, I get wrapped up in these plant videos, you know me. I just notice certain things and I go with it. Now let's see. Just gonna try to cross over here where I know there's some Sallia farinosus. Coming up towards the end of my hiking, so you can see that over there is Patria Ct. That's where I'm parked, just a little bit up the hill. Ooh, gotta whiff that pepper tree. Here's Echium candicans, pride of Madeira. It's a non-native plant in the Boraginaceae that gets very, very large and can also spread into wild areas. I've seen it. So I remember this little spot over here. That's where I started noticing we got Sallia farinosa in bloom over here. I think this area gets a little more water. So you notice how much higher above the bushes the flower head stalks extend noticeably higher above the bushes. And you notice the yellow centers. That's Sallia farinosa. Well, I'm just going to be crossing the street. Call this the end of my Bauer Benchmark / Modena Hills hike. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope it inspired you to go take a look at some of our beautiful local venues. Thanks for watching.